Hi guys, in this class we will discuss about a visibility property of the CSS. How you can work with the visibility property. Visibility means you can make any HTML element as a visible, or you can also use a hidden, means show and display working. You can work with a visibility property, but there are some difference between visibility property and display property. We have discussed about a display property, and also I share some point and what is the difference between visibility property and the display property in the CSS. First of all, we work with the display property. Before discussing, you can see that there are three div element and they have a class div1, second div have a div2 class, and third div have a d3 class, and I am targeting their class. In the internal styling, you can see that I target d1 class name. I put a dot symbol. When any class you target, you have to mention class name and put a dot symbol. So these are different CSS properties I applied on d1 element, that is a div, width, height, background color, and float left. And same like this one, just change to gray color and here a pink color. All things are the same. And when I refresh this web page, you can see that nothing happened. This page is open. CSS visibility visibility.html, and this file is open in the browser. I save this file. So next, what I have to do, for your information, there are 4 values you can set on the visibility property. First of all is a visible. Visible means element will be visible. It is a default value. Another is hidden. You can hide any HTML element. For example, I want visibility of the D2 element will be hidden. When I refresh this web page, you can see that D2 and D1, D3 element are displaying here. When I refresh, you can see that D2 element is just disappear and hide, and it will take a space. D3 element cannot get space of D2 element because it takes space. It is true that D2 element is hide, but it takes space. So in the alternative, you can use display property. In the display property, when you hide any element, it cannot take space. It completely remove. But in the visibility, you cannot completely remove or completely hide any HTML element. It will take space, although it hide from the user. Just when I provide this property to d1 element, for example, you will see that it will be hide. Just hide mean it will just disappear. You can see that this is a d1 element but just disappear. When I used here display property none, so it will also remove its space. When I refresh, you can see that d1 element is removed and its space also removed. When I used visibility property, and the visibility property hidden, element will be hide but its space will not be hide. This is a space is taken for the d1 element, but d1 element is a temporary base hide. So this is a difference between visibility and a display property. So there another inherit means when you provide for example, I want to hide sorry inherit property. Inherit property, when you give to any HTML element, for example, I want to give inherit property to d3 element inherit. It means it will take display value from its parent. So what is the parent of the div? The last div means d3. So I want to create a parent for this one, div close, and this is a parent for this one. So I want to give any value to this to div element. Here I write display property, display property sorry, visibility property, visibility property hidden. So you can see that I provide a visibility property as a inherit means it will work with the parent visibility value. So its parent is this one, this is a parent of this element. So it will get a visibility value from its parent hidden. So when I open the browser, when I refresh, so d3 element will be hide. You can see that both every elements are hide. You can see that d2 also hide because I targeted div. You can see that all the elements are div. For that reason all the elements are hide. Just I want to make a specific this one, just provide a id div4. I just put a hash symbol and d4. I am saying that d4 I am talking about this one. So this is a parent inside d4. There is a d3. I want to target this one and provide a inherent value to visibility. Inherent means it will take visibility value from its parent. So it should be clear that d3 element will follow visibility hidden. So because I write here inherent, inherent means it will take value from its parent hidden. When I refresh, d2 will be displayed here, and d3 and d1 all the hides. So this is a working of visibility and inherent. So another is a collapse. Collapse is work with row and column in the table. If you see that there is a table, just I remove a comments and display a table. Just I refresh, this is a table. If you want to remove any cell, you can use a collapse value to visibility. For example, I want to target td, yeah, this td id td4. Td4 is the on the display. You can see that this 4 have a id td4. You can see that this one is a 4. 4 cell have a id td4. I want to remove this cell. Just I copy, just copy and paste here and put a hash symbol, and I want to use a visibility collapse, sorry, collapse. So this cell will be removed. When I refresh, you can see that this cell is removed. So in this or in this way you can work with the visibility property using these values. So we go to PPT slide and I share some theoretical concept about a visibility property. CSS visibility. We can hide or show element using visibility property of a CSS. When we hide an element using visibility, its space will remain. You cannot remove completely as we remove using display property. It will be invisible, not completely removed. There are different values you can provide. For example, visible, it is a default value. Hidden element will be hide, but it will take space. Inherent, it will get parent element value. Collapse used in the table to remove row or column. So this is a visibility property. You can work with visibility property to hide or show or collapse any HTML element. So if you have any question, any problem, you can discuss with me without any hesitation. Thank you.